Hello, I'm going to show you on the Symbio Service and Installation app the Settings menu. And to get to the Settings menu, we're on the home screen right now. It's just the next icon over to the right, the gear. And once I click on the gear, it pulls up the settings. Now the settings, we've had this for the Symbio 700, and now we're expanding it to be used with the Symbio 800 as well. And so it's all the same except for the 700 does not have field startup, and then the 700, but the 700 does have a configuration section in it. We don't have configuration for Symbio 800, but we do have field startup for the 800. So I am connected to an 800, so I'm not seeing any configuration because it's not there. I will only see the field startup and then the rest of the settings page. And so this settings page, in Tracer TU we actually call it set points. It's the same page, it's the same settings. There's a lot of them in here, and so like many of our other screens, we do have a search screen which you can narrow down your list if you know the name of the point that you want to change. If you go down to some of these settings and click on or tap on the blue value, it just allows you to change the value to something different. If you go too high or too low, it'll tell you that it's out of range. And so I'm just going to set it back, not 1,000, 100, and hit apply. And so you can change all of your settings that way. Now, once you're at a piece of equipment, let's say you have 10 pieces of equipment, 10 rooftop units, they're all the same. And so you go to the first one here, you go through this whole long list of settings and you get it all set up. And then what you can do is at the very top, you've got this save and load settings. You can save the file so that you can take that settings file to the next piece of equipment and download it right to the next piece of equipment and save yourself a lot of time by not having to go through the whole settings, the settings menu, and redo that every time. And so to save the file that we just went through, I would just click on save, and then I'll click on create a settings file. And if we want to just save this as 04, I guess, factory default 04. I hit the save button. Okay. And now let's say that I go over to the second piece of equipment and I want to get started here by downloading this settings file. We have this load settings button here. You tap on that and it's going to bring up any of the files that you've saved previously. You can see I've saved a few of them. But here's that one we just saved, factory default 04. I'm going to select it, and then I'm going to click on load. And then once I click on load, it will dump that settings file into the next piece of equipment. And again, it's going to save you a lot of time if you can just download the file rather than have to go through every piece of equipment and go through each point one by one. So that's a feature that's found on both the 700 and the 800. Again, the 800 does not have any configuration, but it does have the field startup. Field startup, same as in Tracer TU. When we click on field startup, it is going to give you a warning that this is for experienced personnel. If you don't know what you're doing, you probably shouldn't be in here messing with it. And so you click off on OK, and then it's going to show you all the field startup parameters that can be changed. And you can go through the list and make your changes. And then once you've got your changes made, you can save them. And so that's field startup, again, only found on the Symbio 800s. You can refresh this page if you want to update the settings. There's a refresh button in the upper right corner. And that should pretty much cover everything on the settings page. Thank you for watching.